in the future, we're still doing this drinking game, and I don't know why.
I don't know.
Welcome back, Space Cadets, to Hal and Dave's Trip to Jupiter with John, where we are playing the Mega Man X3 drinking game. Just to survive this game.
And I loaded my veins with enough caffeine to power 3 entire cities and a quarter of New York.
I'm just using this to test what my limit is.
And so please refer to episode 1 for our rules of this drinking game, and drink responsibly, but enjoy.
So
right now
so we're Heineken commercial now.
Yeah, we are. So we've defeated a whole lot of Mavericks right now, and again, we have the head part, so it tells us what power-ups are in each level. And so if we look around, let's see. I want to see if we missed anything right now. Because last episode involved a lot of...
Question mark?
Yeah, the quad question marks. I thought I would explain it a lot earlier.
Please explain. What
But
the hell
let's
are
let's go to Gravity Beetle stage and just grab the life up.
What are the question marks?
Okay, so they are Dr. Light Capsules, actually.
Oh.
There are Dr. Light Capsules in literally every stage of this game.
Okay.
Huh.
So that's what the quad question marks are.
Armor set? What do they do anything?
They are further upgrades for our armor.
Oh, shoot.
Wait, what?
So, for the leg part, you get a double air dash. For the arm part, you get what is known as the hypercharge, which basically is your X-Buster will always fire max charge shots.
My God!
For the body part, you get a superior shield, which lasts like twice as long.
I can see why you were talking about
for the head part,
parts.
you have energy recovery, where if you stand still and don't press any buttons on the controller, your life will automatically regenerate.
Wow, and why haven't we gotten those yet?
There's a very specific reason, and we're going to get into that later. Okay, fuck these guys.
That's super overpowered. Holy crap!
God, I get
Yeah,
it.
you're gonna chug for armor is OP later, but we got power-ups hidden in plain sight. But we drank for that a few episodes ago. But hey, if you're still feeling like drinking, if you're still alive, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Please note that this drinking game, as always, is on a volunteer
If you're
basis.
still alive and not in the hospital.
Yeah, so like if we look at
We are not liable for your liver failure. You signed up for this.
Yeah, this has life up and change H, and this has life up and change K. So those are ride armor parts. The change parts are ride armor parts.
Okay.
Woo.
So, actually, you know, we could do either one. We have their weakness weapons for both of these guys, because we've not been going...
I vote this guy, because I want to figure out what the hell he's supposed to be.
Alright, yeah, let's take guesses. What do you think this guy is? What on earth are we looking at?
Hedgehog.
A plant?
Oh, so, okay, so we got hedgehog and plant. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you're both wrong. But
Sea anemone?
you're closer with sea anemone. Dr. Dopra created...
Alright.
Oh!
Toxic Seahorse!
Oh my god, how can I forget about this guy?
These guys have, like, cooler names in Japanese because he's, like, Acid Sea-Force. So,
Sounds like something out of Gunstar.
I'm really divided on if we should take a shot for if this level doesn't relate to him or not, because we're at the giant dam, which is kind of a sewer level, but it doesn't have, like, acid bits. Also, these particular enemies are actually nerfed because we defeated Blast Hornet's level.
What is that? Do they have missile launchers?
Yeah, well, they have, like, armor and stuff, and they go down real easy to the charge shot.
Man, my God. Like,
Everything hinges on Blast Hornet's level, honestly.
Why didn't we go there first, then?
Because I thought the armor was better than the ride armor, which you can only use for like 2 seconds. You know, you remember how Zero cannot go through those shutters?
Yeah.
So the ride armor is effectively the same kind of situation, where
seriously?
you really, like, if you summon a ride armor, you're going to use it for like 2 seconds and then you're done with it.
oh, jeez.
So this level actually got remixed in Mega Man Extreme 2 for the Game Boy Color.
Oh, yeah. I played Extreme 2.
Although I think it was actually Volt Catfish's level. Like, they used parts of this level for Volt Catfish. Because I think Toxic Seahorse did not appear.
Asuda Seaforce!
Asuda Seahorse!
Oh,
Yeah. Can't talk right.
Toxic Seahorse
can't
sounds
words.
like a Tumblr blog.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it's probably big on the feminism.
Ah.
It's Toxic Seahorse. So, get ready.
I actually identify as a seahorse?
Like, totally. But tomorrow, I'm gonna identify
Guys.
as a front-loader
Catfish?
backhoe.
Guys, I found out the new Mega Man problematic hedgehog.
So, does this count as a power up hidden in plain sight?
No, it...
Kind of.
Gonna climb up for it, so
Yeah, but you
I'm
don't need
iffy.
any extra parts for it. That's the thing.
Alright, so,
See, the reason we
let's
didn't
go
save
through
the other
here.
one is because you needed the leg part for the air dash.
Yeah. So, boss shudders, and hey, look, it's Bite.
It's a
He's
Buddha.
bigger than Bit.
It's time for him
He's
to
got a fat
bite
Buddha belly.
the dust.
He's got fat Buddha belly.
Is that a JoJo
So-
reference or a Queen reference? It can be both!
Alright, so,
Cain no los dos.
prepare your drinks, gentlemen, for an enemy that charges across the screen at you.
Oh my god, I made a joke about him doing JoJo, but he's totally doing the Muda Muda Muda.
Buddha, Buddha. So he's actually interesting because he does he screws up your wall jumps by throwing a magnet at the wall, which forces you to at least air dash at the wall to avoid it, because it pushes you away from the wall, and then that sets you up for his shoulder ramming attack, which is take a shot charging across the screen.
Of course.
That's interesting. That's kind of a... See, messing with one of Mega Man's fundamental abilities is definitely not a bad idea.
It's cool, but the fact that so many bosses do the exact same charging attack is really
I was gonna say,
stupid.
if he did something else with that magnet, I'd have a lot more respect for
Yeah.
it.
No, I mean, there's... Again, I'm a big fan of the Zero series to the point that I almost think that that's the best Mega Man series.
How can this great power can be generated from
It's
within such
definite-
an ancient machine? How can this great power can be?
How can this great... Oh my god, you're right, that's English.
Bad English.
Oh,
Bad.
yeah.
You sit in the corner and think about what you've done.
Maybe, was that intentional?
No, man. Okay, so he's dead. I defeated him with his weakness weapon, and he's dead, but Bit is not, and that's going to come into play later.
Wow, talk about playing the long game there, Hal.
I've been playing the long game for a while with this game.
He's been playing the long game for years. He knew one day he would have to play
There's
this
an entire
crappy
set
game.
of-
This
Videos.
game is very long and hard, just like me.
Oh, stop it! Stop it! Oh, terrible.
This
Alcohol
what
is
happens
a
when
ter-
you get a
does
bunch
terrible
of
things
drunk
to your mind.
YouTubers together to play this game.
So,
Terrible,
Ride Armor
terrible
deployment platform,
penis
guess
jokes.
what? We can actually deploy a Ride Armor, and we're going to deploy the Frog.
I shudder to think what it looks like.
Cattle,
It's-
cattle.
Actually, David, doesn't it kind of look like that
Cattle?
one movie, Go Buster-O, with the frog?
That kind of does.
So, we're in water.
But I will admit, I do agree with
It has seeking missiles? Oh, man.
It has homing torpedoes that only work underwater. And you can also kind of multi-dash underwater.
That's
And
so
we need it for a
weird.
very specific moment.
This is like the freaking LX mode model from ZX, where it's kind of okay above ground, but it's awesome underwater because of the maneuvering thrusters.
Yeah.
So weird.
So, yeah, we're taking out these turtles with their spiked shells. A little, Koopa thing going on here.
Oh,
Okay, the
God.
floating upper thing's kind of interesting.
Yeah, they float up, and that actually is going to come into play in a second.
They all float. They all float down there.
You know, actually, that doesn't matter. We're fine. Let's see. We want to switch over not to Blast Hornet's weapon. We want the... So, this is... I feel like this is a remnant of Mega Man X1's level of detail, where if you fire the Frost Tower underwater, or Frost Shield underwater, it is actually a lot larger.
Oh, that's cool.
Because water.
Yeah, exactly. But we're going to do it right here, where the Charge Shot version produces a huge ice block underwater, which lets us become a platform.
Huh.
And we're going to use it right here to splash jump. And that's an ability in this game where if you press a jump button right as you hit the surface of the water, you can jump again. And that's actually an interesting ability that resurfaces in later Mega Man games.
See, it's like they're being clever, but then they're not being clever. It's like they
They're-
can't. It's like they can't decide.
There's some
Well,
really good
here's the
design
thing.
choices.
They have really good ideas that they don't bother to develop.
Yeah, it's...
So really,
Also-
it's not the ideas; it's the lack of execution.
It's actually more the execution than the ideas, because the ideas are actually very good, but the execution leaves something wanting, and I get the feeling that there's a rushed development cycle, because they wanted this game out.
Because
according to
X2
what
is
I
what
read-
94.
So I actually did a little
95.
research onto this. And
You
here's the
too.
thing. A lot of people who worked on this game were also very inexperienced.
Again,
So-
they got the
Well, this
B
was
team.
outsourced. This was not Capcom. They outsourced it to another developer who doesn't really
Oh,
get
man,
a lot
it's
of
not even
credit.
Capcom's B team; it's some third string guy.
Yeah, they outsourced it.
It's the
Wow.
Yeah.
It's someone else's B team.
That explains why, the engine really isn't all that different, because they basically were clinging to this desperately because it was the only thing they had made.
I mean, if you're making this game, you're not changing the game engine because they have a Mega Man X game engine for the SNES, and that's what they built the first game on, and they're going to continue to use that. And it would make no sense to not use
So, guys, does this game count as a ROM hack?
that. Yeah, I mean,
Kaizo Mega Man X.
If Mega Man X1 is the original game, then like 2 and 3 are definitely the ROM hacks.
I'd buy that.
And it's funny because Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 3 are very good, and same thing for like every other Mega Man series is like 2 and 3 are good games.
Yeah,
but
Battle Network.
like
Zero.
exactly like Mega Man Zero.
Legend.
Mega Man Zero 3 is arguably.
It's okay, Dave. Someday Capcom will get their heads out of their asses and give us Legends 3.
Oh man, fucking Legends 3 is the best game that never. In fact, it was so good that it died. It was too good to
No, that's
live.
called Duke Nukem Forever, except someone decided to zombify the corpse because they were an
It
idiot.
was too
That
good
was
to live.
such a weird...
So prepare yourselves, gentlemen, for Spark Mandrill Syndrome.
But he's a seahorse!
Yeah, fuck the seahorse. So it's fascinating.
Wow, that
really.
came out way inappropriate.
It's fascinating, really, because seahorses apparently the males are the ones who carry the offspring.
Yes, the males are the ones that are get
pregnancy.
pregnant. Yep.
So, nature, damn nature, you scary.
Are you kidding? Have you
So
seen
check out this
platypus
Spark.
eggs?
Check out this Spark Mandrill Syndrome, where he just hops ahead every time you hit him.
Oh man.
And I'm gonna switch off to the X-Buster just to let him do his pattern a little bit because, you know, he fires an acid burst, which bounces around and spurts different like particles around.
Because what is more appropriate
But
name
that,
for that
that's
than
his
spurts?
most that's his most interesting bit, is that he will
Wait,
dissolve himself into acid.
How does a robot turn into acid and then turn back into a robot?
Nanomachines,
Magic.
son.
Ugh, of course.
It's magic. We don't have to explain it.
No,
It's not magic,
I-
Dave.
I would say
there is an
nanomachines.
explanation here.
I would say nanomachines, and I feel like at certain points in the Mega Man series they kind of evoke that, even if they're not like really direct about that.
So is Mega Man just made up a tiny little Mega Man?
Dragalge used
Oh,
acid
God.
armor. Its defense rose
Like,
sharply.
if you're a machine made of nanomachines, does that mean like the nanomachines are just tiny versions of you coming together?
Billions and billions of tiny butts.
I
What?
mean, it's like cells. It's like microscopic cells, man.
This is a weird...
Suddenly, I have this image of tiny, tiny, perfect cells from Dragon Ball Z.
No one has ever been touched by my perfection.
Except myself.
So take a shot for wireframes.
Oh my god! He's both the Green Goblin and the Hobgoblin!
That is actually a very good extra
He's the
spark.
ultimate goblin.
Oh, it's a good sprite in general.
You know,
Acid blast!
He's the Emo Goblin?
so we got acid burst.
Oh man, I wish
You
it
know,
was acid spray, because that's
another-
actually a Pokemon move.
Another shitty weapon that's not really going to be used, but you know, we do what we can. So let's see, we defeated Vile, and we've collected a lot of things. So I think we're actually good to go to the next level, which
Is a shrimp.
Yep, you nailed it on the first try, sir.
I was gonna say, see, the trick is the little antenna thingies.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Banana, 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 na na na.
We got the Diagoon! Aw, he's a...
Crust crawfish.
Wait.
Oh,
So, in
wait. So first a catfish, and now
They
a
have-
crawdad.
they have
Is Dr.
three-
Doppler a southern Reploid?
I say, I'm Dr.
sample.
Doppler.
I do say this
So-
is a most delectable offering. You must
There-
must try it, son. It is delicious. Gotta get it with some good. Gotta get it with some good hush
We're gonna
puppies.
serve him up with some Robo butter over here.
We gotta get you some to hash.
Sir, I do insist you try this with some hush puppies. They are most excellently made. My wife, Mrs.
Oh, my
Dr.
God.
Doppler, she makes the best damn breaded catfish you have ever tasted.
I got
Well,
Pillow here.
now I'm hungry. So, anyways, there's 3 secrets front loaded.
Space
into the
Cadets, if you
beginning
appreciate
of
my
this level.
terrible southern accent, please like, comment, and subscribe.
So,
And if you don't, I'll kill him.
so ride armor deployment. Let's go. We have the kangaroo. Let's take the kangaroo.
Kangaroo!
So kangaroo is what Vile was piloting. And so Vile is dead, right? So I guess it's okay to talk about spoilers. Where if you don't defeat Vile, he actually has a modified kangaroo ride armor, which is dramatically more beefy, called the Goliath ride armor.
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah, it's extra thick. But you know, we defeated him, and there's a reason for that, and I'll talk about that once we get there. So we're going to use Tri-Thunder to Earthquake this block into the ground and get the Hawk Ride Armor.
Does it give you wings?
And for the heck of it, I'm going to go and fuck these guys. And we're going to go grab the Hawk Ride Armor, because we have all the Ride Armors. Frog only works underwater effectively,
Frog,
otherwise
Hawk,
it's very
Kangaroo,
shitty.
and Normal.
Yeah, Normal. So Normal is useless now because Kangaroo is a superior version of that.
Yeah.
And Hawk is Hawk.
I feel like this is a weird chimera.
It is the Chimera Ride Armor. So this version can hover jump and also fires missiles horizontally. So
oh my god!
I feel like in some ways it's kind of the best ride armor in the game because
it's Hawk Gatling.
No. X is now fully a Gundam.
I am.
With the V-fin.
I mean, considering Mark Gatha, who voiced the protagonist of G Gundam, Domon Kashu, voiced Mega Man X in the final X games, I'm with that. In fact, he was...
This buster of mine is burning red! Its loud roar tells me to defeat you!
Oh, man.
Sekiha, Tenkyo,
No, I mean,
Charge Shot!
Considering Mark Gatha voiced two of my favorite characters, Mega Man X and Domon Kashu, I love the guy.
Yeah.
And I'm very sad that he doesn't voice act anymore.
But we're also glad that he found his calling being a surgeon.
He's a doctor, yes.
A surgeon
He's an
of all
orthopedic.
things.
Okay, so we need the ride armor to break this block.
Yeah.
And here we go. This is a pink capsule. These are those triple or quad question marks that we were talking about, where you can get an
But I thought you
enhancement.
weren't going to get them.
We're not. Bye. Also, the ride armor pieced out.
No, it despawned.
What the fuck ever. So
It's man, you start using me for 10 seconds. I guess I'm not needed.
We might have to take a shot for this because Crush Crawfish's stage is a shipyard, but you know what's even going on in this level that's related to him being a crush or a crawfish?
Maybe he's like Crash Man.
He just exists.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, these levels feel very
I was
generic.
going to say, it's not a creek. There's no slate plates for him to be hiding under. There's no fishing motif.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take a shot for that one, honestly. You guys can choose what you want.
Do we want to call in Zero to see how useless he is?
Please, God, no.
Yeah, someone called on Zero. What?
I'm on my
Dude,
way.
X, man.
But he's our eggshell baby! How could you do this, Dave? How could you do this?
I need to see death and crime and the rage of the beast.
Death and crime. Z-Sabre! No, so like the reason why Zero plays the way he does in the later Mega Man X series is Capcom actually took time to think about it, and they were like, "Hey, Zero,
what makes Zero different from X?
We don't want to play the same because this game he plays the same as X essentially."
Yeah, because the Z-Sabre only comes out when you use his charge shot.
Yeah, exactly. And they didn't want that, and so they really thought about it, and they were like, "Let's make a totally different play style out of it." And
the first thing they thought of was, that's super
this
awesome
is actually
sword.
a risky section, so I'm going to call X back.
Oh, that's cool. The armor actually shows up when he... Oh, that's cool. I didn't notice that.
I give credit to the sprite work in this game. The artists were not phoning it in compared to the game designers.
Well, because it's interesting, because I wouldn't have expected them to do that, but they totally
actually,
did.
let's try some special weapons in this part. Let's do the Parasite Bomb, because this is actually a neat
Parasitic
weapon.
bomb.
So, it latches onto an enemy, and then they kamikaze into another enemy.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is actually a good weapon in this game. Wait a second, what do I need to break this? Tornado Fang?
Oh, that's adorable. The colors on the extra life.
Oh my god!
All right,
how many lives do we have?
Take a shot for Tornado Fang. We have 3. That's
oh my god, that's more than we ever had in this entire game.
That is an all-time high for us.
Take a drink for lower expectations.
I'm just amused that the extra lives change color depending on what your armor is.
Oh, the Parasite Bomb actually has a good charge weapon too.
To be fair, all the Mega Man games have done that.
Wait, is that like a...
So it locks on to enemies on screen and then kamikazes them.
And how long does it keep doing that for?
As long as you have weapon energy. Because every single one takes 1 tick of weapon energy.
So Mega Man...
So Parasite Bomb
so
is
aside
actually...
from the name, it's awesome.
So Parasite Bomb is actually an awesome weapon.
It's just the name is terrible.
Yeah, I guess. Because it's similar to the Hornets the Blast Hornet was firing at us. So we blew up the power core of this submarine and now it's capsized, I guess.
Oh, it suddenly turned sideways.
I don't know. They used
it.
kind of a cheap screen transition, honestly.
I can't tell if that's brilliant or lazy.
I call it.
You know, while we're at it, this is a good time to kind of show off the different charge moves because Ray Splasher explodes into kind of a spread shot.
That looks
But
like
the pod, it sucks because it hits on like really
it looks
specific
like
angles.
something Flashman would do.
Ray Splasher is alright though because it has a lot of really quick shots. And that's my big thing is like a lot of the weapons that I really like in Mega Man games hit hard and fast.
Well, the problem with Ray Splasher I find is that the shots aren't consistent. They're like in a fan up and down.
They're actually in a preset pattern, so you can always predict where they're going to go.
Yeah, but I like it when they always go in one direction all the time.
So, against this guy, we want to use Tri-Thunder.
Tri-Thunder!
Actually, no. Triad Thunder, because Tri-Thunder is actually a different weapon in a different game.
True.
Is it in a Zero game?
It's in Mega Man X5.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a much better weapon.
What isn't a better weapon?
No, okay, so, I mean...
We're fighting Crawdon!
So, prepare for Spark Mandrill Syndrome. Take a shot.
Well, see, now this kind of makes sense, because it's electricity against a water-themed villain. I can accept it.
Also, prepare for taking a shot for bosses that charge straight at you across the screen.
Oh, God, why?
Thank you, Scissor Shrimper. That's his Japanese name. Scissor Shrimper.
Okay, so wait, he's a shrimp in the Japanese, but a crawfish in the... What?
I mean, they are anatomically similar creatures.
This just leads further
as
credence.
far as us mammals
This
are
just leads
concerned,
further credence
fuck
to my
them.
to my gut instinct telling me that Dr. Doppler is evil Maverick.
I say,
Colonel.
I am Dr. Doppler.
He's evil.
I say.
He's evil Maverick the Colonel.
He's evil. No, because the Colonel is in Mega Man X4.
He's,
No, not that Colonel.
The British Colonel, I believe.
the British Colonel.
No, the KFC one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dunderhead.
Oh man.
So, guys, I don't care anymore. I'm gonna talk about this, and you won't stop me.
Who said we could stop you?
Here's where I censor Dave. Take a shot.
Fire
So,
Hedgehog.
the best comic DC Comics ever made was the one they made with KFC that had the multi-dimensional Colonel team up with the Flash to save the DC multiverse.
That's insane.
I think, yeah, and wasn't there like multiple
Oh,
versions
wait,
of the
guys,
Colonel from different
guys,
realities?
heads up. This is Dr. Cain, and this is his final appearance in the Mega Man X series.
Really?
Really? Wait, what happened? Did he die between
just-
this and Shudder?
He just never appears after this point.
Maybe he retires.
I mean, he is depicted as a very elderly man, and if you're taking the reboot continuity from Maverick Hunter X into consideration, he should already be dead.
Oh.
So, he promised Dr. Cain.
I pulled some memory chips from the Mavericks controlled by
I love that we did the same voice for him.
Dr. Doppler.
Man, my
I
brother...
analyzed them and found out that
you suck, ex-god!
Dr. Doppler is trying to create a powerful new battle body. Wait. By collecting the special abilities from the latest breed of
special
Reploids.
abilities. These Reploids have very special, very sexual abilities.
I have to pause every time because I'm old, you know.
Zero is...
Out with it, boss.
Battle Body sounds like a new series.
Zero is...
First, I thought Dr. Doppler was trying to create it for himself. Pause.
Yes, X. He's going senile. Just get the thing.
You know, back in
leave,
my
and
day,
we're never gonna see
all
him
the
again.
young bots actually listened to me when I was talking.
Well,
You
I can't get
rapscallions today think you know everything, but you don't.
so, John, take this pillow and stuff it
And die.
in your face.
I can't get over the fact that Dr. Cain was a paleontologist who dug up Mega Man X. He has a PhD in everything. He built all these robots.
Wait, does that mean he's Super Dr. Astronaut?
Peter Corbo.
Pillow.
Dave, this is not constructive. All
But
right.
the information indicates that he will not be able to interface with it.
Right. So, yeah, you know.
Gee, hey,
So it
anyone want
must
to make
be-
any guesses who this battle body's for?
I mean, just chug the rest of your drink if you know who it is.
I wonder who...
I died.
Wonder who it is.
Sigma!
Oh man, Mega Man's as genre savvy as the rest of us.
Can he still be alive? Seriously?
I mean,
swear I killed his ass.
a hidden laboratory
Has
has
been
been
pinpointed.
pinpointed at point D.
The D?
Well, no, it's D for Doppler.
We're gonna give Doppler the D.
All indications are that it is Dr. Doppler's secret lab. But you'd know that if you paid attention, you whippersnappers.
and this is why we're never going to see Dr. Cain again.
Yeah, old fogies like this just don't seem to. Yeah.
I mean, he's killed by an ICBM in Maverick Hunter X, so...
Wait, seriously?
He's sitting there and he's on life support, and there's this light that flashes in the distance and expands and destroys the city when Sigma fires nuclear missiles everywhere. The day of Sigma is dark.
I'll say this: I think they stopped using Dr. Cain because they figured having Dr. Light still in the game.
Not gonna say they figured Dr. Cain's probably redundant.
Dr. Light definitely usurps Dr. Cain because if anything, Dr. Cain is the one who fucked this shit up.
Yeah,
because he's the one that found X and made the Reploids.
He's the one who thought it'd be a good idea to make copies of X.
Oh, that explains why there's a giant...
Yeah, so the hole in the center of the map has been filled in with Dr. Doppler's laboratory.
Journey to the center of the map.
Journey to the center of Doppler's D. So...
How many more D jokes can we make, Space Cadets? Leave a comment below telling, and then please like, comment, and
it's
subscribe.
It's horrifically unoriginal, but we hope you'll join us next time on Hal and Dave's Trip to Jupiter with John.
Murder